Yo, what is up, boys? It is Keystone coming at you with another free pick video, guys. I am super stoked about this weekend. We got a great football slate ahead of us. The NFL looks a little rough this week on paper for some player props. It's just an exciting time. I got this DraftKings best ball lineup that if I actually win this week, I think I'm guaranteed like at least 10K next week, with upside for like 150 or something. So it's pretty exciting. Hopefully, I can find a way to win that. But also, really into the college football champion. I'm just all about this week. These playoffs are going to be so exciting. If you haven't checked out this video yet, go ahead and check that out if college football is your thing. Also, boys, I wanted to let you know that one of the best things you can do, especially if you're new to the channel, obviously sub. Right over here on winnable.com/SBAA, I give out all my free picks early. I have like tons of promo plays I'm sending out just to show you guys an example. The pick I'm literally going to give you guys one of them in this video is I sent this out like hours ago right here on Winnable. Got a link to sign up, gives you the photos, and all it does is literally just text your phone. So, and you can see like these are some VIP slips, but this was a VIP slip that ended up losing. This one I gave out last night on Vivid Picks. Also, this guy hit this literally on like his first run of the game. It was like a 90-yard touchdown run. So we just need the other one to hit. I sent out a better play right here. Sent out my boom lock of the week right here last night. So this is just a great way to get the information early and at your fingertips for absolutely free. If you want to check out the VIP, I do have a day pass now, and it's $17 for the day. If you sign up with code NFL, it's actually going to take 40% off of this, a YouTube exclusive. So check that out. You're going to get access to all my parlays, all my DFS slips, which is, a little heavier in that, but really digging the sports books again, kind of getting back to my bread and butter. The NFL correlation hasn't been quite as good this year as it was last year when I literally got limited right here on Prizepicks. But I got a couple things I really like that I'm going to hopefully help you guys make some money on. We're going to focus just on these two Saturday games, and it's mostly going to be this one. That's the free pick I have for you guys on a player prop slip I built. And then I do have one prop I like here. This is a trickier game with these two teams. You just never know. But I do have a slight lean that I'll give you guys in this one as well. So let's go ahead and get into it, boys. Vivid Picks is my newest affiliate partner. And I told you guys I wasn't going to promote them until I became kind of an expert with the app, learned my way around. Got to tell you, very clean. Has kind of a little, maybe a sleeper kind of hybrid feel to it. I don't know. It's super clean. They're running daily promos. That's the last photo I just showed you. Got an awesome offer here for you guys. Literally, if you sign up with code SBAA, it has to be in lower cases. They made that very clear. Or you can use the link in this video, even easier. And you text me proof that you signed up with that code. Up until Christmas, I have a surprise Christmas gift for you. So you want to find out what that is? I will tell you this, it'll be worth your while. That'll be good until Christmas Day. They do match your first deposit up to $250, guys. I always say it all the time, the fastest way to increase your bankroll is to just take their money. Like why play your $250 on Prizepicks when you could have 500 on Vivid? Play with their money. See what I'm saying? Play with their money first, because it's obviously going to use that match money first. And then they also have a free square for Baker Mayfield, who I actually really like this week, but we win with 1 yard, so you just can't beat this. So we're going to get into that play right now, boys. And just make sure if you sign up that you actually text me for that Christmas gift. I think you guys are going to be pretty excited about it. Also, I want to try to have a little more fun with you guys before we get into this pick and why I like it so much. So I know this is a great time of year. It's Christmas. I'm trying to help you guys win some extra money. I give out a ton of free picks for free. So just, maybe I got to find a way to help you guys engage with me a little more, so maybe we can just take a slight little break from the sports betting for like 10 seconds and just, tell me what in the comment section what your guys' favorite Christmas movie is. So, mine personally, I was always partial as a kid growing up watching Home Alone. That's just a movie I grew up with in the early 90s, so I like that one. I always usually like to watch it like this time of year. Die Hard, say what you will. There's been a great debate about is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Well, absolutely, it's a Christmas movie. It's set on Christmas. There's Christmas music in it. Yeah, it's one of the considered by many to be one of the top two action movies of all time. So if you've never seen Die Hard with Bruce Willis, it's a pretty cool flick back in the late 80s. So those would probably be my top two. Let me know in the comments what you guys like. Now, let's get into the pick. Before we do that, let's go check the weather on these two games just to double check. 33 clear, 5% or 5 mile per hour winds. Doesn't look like a problem here. That's cold, but it's not like super, super cold. And then we got 32 in Baltimore, and this one does look like it has some winds. So keep that in mind if you're looking at, maybe some of these kicker props and stuff. I know a lot of people are on like Boswell, but I think it could be a dangerous prop this week. I don't know. The guy's leading the league in field goals, so one guy I do like is a kicker. That's going to be the first pick here, and that is the Houston Texans kicker, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now, this 7 feels a bit low. If we go over here to Prizepicks as a data point, and we type in his name, Houston has a good offense that, moves the ball through the 20s, right? But then they stall out a lot of times in the red zone, and that's like where the Chiefs excel. Chiefs will give up some yards. They've been giving up some yards the last 3 weeks. Their defense has definitely taken a step back in the last month, I would say. But look at how solid this guy is, right? So I'm thinking here, this is probably going to be a field goal type game. So I really like Fairbairn on this first one. So let's go check out pick number 2, and it's going to be I'm going to have exposure to Kelsey too because I really like both of them, and I want a little angle on both. The reason I went with Hopkins in this one, the Texans have actually been really shutting down the run in the last 4 games, and they played some pretty solid running teams too. So I think that you're going to see a hopefully healthy enough Mahomes. He's probably going to be a little hobbled, but he fully practiced the last 2 days, so I think he should be good to go. And I think you're going to see him take a lot of shotgun short passes because the Texans do rush the passer extremely well. And his own line's not very good this year, as you guys know. So if we add all that up, I'm expecting short to intermediate style passes. So now we're supposed to be getting Hollywood Brown back in this game, but who knows what his role is going to be in his first game. If he was going to steal snaps from somebody, I would assume it'd be actually a guy more like Xavier Worthy, who's a rookie. Potentially, one of these other guys like that barely see the field anyways. They're just kind of the role players like Watson and some of these other dudes. So I honestly think that Hop is, he's got vice grip hands. He definitely can win these contested, short route catches too. So I think him and Kelsey are going to be busy in this one. I don't think the Chiefs are going to have a lot of success running against Houston's front. I think there's a good chance he hits this 3.5 line. I think this is it's right about where it should be, but if you go over to the sports book, this is a negative 125 or negative 130 play. So they do think this is likely. So that's going to be your free pick. And then what you can do is add that Baker Mayfield free passing yard square. Everyone might get this. Might just be for new users. I'll have to go look back at the photo. But guys, this pays 5.5. Prizepicks would only pay you 5 points. On this. So where you set your plays matters. Sign up to Vivid Picks. Like I said, promo code SBAA and just text me proof on that number. Yeah, let's do it. Let's rock and roll, baby. That's your free DFS pick. Now I have a second one for you guys. I've actually, you know what, I can show you guys too, just to show you. Hopkins has been pretty solid, man. He's such a good little possession receiver. You gotta remember he's playing his old team too. Where's his line at? Here we go. So he's hit this yeah, in four straight, and he had 3 in the one he missed. So I feel pretty damn good about this. So yeah, let's move on and let's talk some sports books. There's a lot of trendy stuff that I was paying attention to, and one that really stood out is, well, obviously we know Mahomes is hurt. Both these teams have become very conservative. The Texans are way more conservative than they were last year. They can get away with it because they have a good defense. They have a workhorse running back now in Mixon. So one thing I think that feels pretty good here, let me move me over here or something right there, is this right here. Now, the total's tricky because it's at 42.5, and I feel like this has like at the highest potential score, like what I would assume would be somewhere in that 23-20 type range, right? So that would beat the actual, that'd be 43 points. The over-under set at 42.5. I think it's a tricky number. So if we bump this up 5 points, I just feel like it's got a pretty good shot to stay under this alt total. And then, Stroud is under he's played to the under in 4 of his last 6 road games, and believe it or not, Mahomes, like I mentioned, not a very good O-line this year. He's under in 12 of his last 16 home starts. So this game does feel like it's probably going to be a defense. I mean, these are 2 top 7, 8 defenses, and pretty much like, across the board, most of the stats, especially the Texans, they've been playing extremely well the last month. And I just think that they're not going to lose this game by more than 7. When the Chiefs have had an opponent that actually has a winning record, they win the games, but they win them by a field goal. Okay, so and we have push potential if they end up losing by one touchdown here. If we That's exactly what it's at. So this is pretty much almost a double up, boys. I think this is a very solid little same game parlay to take to try to double your money rather than just taking the spread for the same thing. I just don't see the Texans losing this game by more than 7 points. So let's lock that in. That's a free pick right there on the books for you guys. And then let's go over to the other game. And so Ravens Steelers. Okay, so we all remember the Ravens did not look good in Pittsburgh, like I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. They did not look good at all. It was one of their worst games of the season. And Tomlin's kind of had the Ravens number. And Lamar hasn't necessarily played the best. He started playing pretty good in the fourth quarter, but I don't know. I think it'll be a lot different this time. This is a very dominant team at home. I think they're leading the league in points scored at home. I thought I read that somewhere earlier. And, there's still no George Pickens here, which you can say it's just one player, but this is a very important player. And this is the kind of player that could actually exploit some weaknesses of Baltimore. So the downfield factor of this offense has just been eliminated. I don't see them probably being able to keep up with the Ravens here. I think this probably is a good bet. I'm not going to make it an official pick. It's just a lean. But, then again, it's like hard to bet against Mike Tomlin because every time you count this freaking guy out, he finds a way to keep it close. And he's like, yeah, we might lose the game, but we're losing by a field goal, baby. I think this over's probably got a decent chance too. If like the Steelers could pitch in like 17, I think this hits easy. Like I mentioned, Baltimore's scoring over 30, I think, at home per game. So, and then if you're gonna take a player prop from here, just avoid the Steelers, man. I had a play last week that we had Fryermuth on better. I thought, oh yeah, I was like already bragging, like, yeah, look, he's already got 3 at the half. Russell Wilson, I don't even think he completed like more than 2 passes in the second half. I've never seen anything like it. We just needed one more reception for the play to hit, and I was just like, okay. And they were down the entire time, so I think a good, decent bet though. When you see these division games with Lamar, the later and later the year goes on, you've seen a historical track record of him rushing the ball more. Now, this is very juiced. I'm not sure what his actual line is at. I thought we were on. Do we have a straight line for him? What's up, DraftKings? Here we go, 47.5. Now, I'm not sure how much he's hit this recently. I don't think it matters. The context of this one, I don't think it matters as much, believe it or not, because it's getting really cold the last 2 or 3 weeks, I should say. Yeah, so he has hit this in 2 straight. Philly and the Giants, surprisingly. I figured those would be games he'd throw more, but I think that's, if I was going to bet a player prop in this one, I think I like that right there. They're negative 115, not too bad a vig on it. So, all right, boys, that's actually all I got for you today. Let me know if you are telling the plays in the comments, and I'll definitely have a couple more videos for you guys before Christmas for sure. So I'll wish you a Merry Christmas when we get a little bit closer, but let me know in the comments what your favorite Christmas movie is, man. Peace.